Hey everybody, it's John here from VidGamiac.com. Here we are today, back in Steins Hiyoku Renri no Darling, doing the Daru playthrough and grabbing all of his text messages. Now, what you want to do is you want to make sure you load the game from save slot number 1. This is after doing our Mayuri text playthrough. So once you're here, you want to fast forward until you get a message from Daru. So that's going to take a while. His name is going to be 2 Japanese characters, and I'll show you how it looks like. It looks like this right here. So you got the thing next to the thing that I can't read. Open this up. Your first text message should be in front of Mr. Braun, and for this one you want to reply using the first response. After that, close the phone and then continue text messaging until you get another message from him. Remember to only answer text messages from him. So you get your second one right here, which has no responses. So that means it's the end of the text tree. Make sure you quick save and then load, and then we're going to load from slot number 1. So load from that same save and then continue to fast forward until you get his text message, which is once again in front of Mr. Braun. So make sure you do that. Alright, you should get your text message in front of Mr. Braun again. This time you want to respond using the second one. So the one at the bottom of the page, make sure you do that and then continue fast forwarding. And ignore this text message again, and then once you get to here, you should get another message. This one only has one response, so respond to it, and then continue to fast forward. Ignore that one, and then you want to keep ignoring all these ones from Moeka, because she texts you a lot, because she only talks in texting if you've watched the anime. But your Daru message should come right over here. Make sure you pick the one and only response and then continue to fast forward. Alright, so you should get a message right here, and this should be the last one of this conversation tree. Make sure you quick save, and then we are going to load from another previous save. So go to load, and this time you want to load from slot number 16. Alright, this one's a little bit complicated. You basically want to fast forward until you see a picture of a map, so that's going to take a while. Once that picture pops up, I'll explain that when we get to it in about 30 seconds or so. Alright, you get the map right here. Make sure you go through this, so make sure you're not fast forwarding and just tapping A as quickly as you can to get through this, or else you might miss this next text message. As soon as you can get control of your character, which shouldn't be for a while because there's a lot of cutscene you can't skip. It should be a scene with Daru after some awkwardness between Okuri and Kirisu. So make sure you just get through this until you can see Daru. He should be at the TV sales place. So make sure you just skip past all of this, and once you see Daru, what you want to do is you want to open up your text messages by hitting X on the phone, and then just going to your receive text messages. So open up your inbox and then view this, and then view the attachment, which should be that picture of the map. So make sure you do that, or else you will miss the achievement. So after all that, what you want to do is you want to hit start, quick save, and then load, and this time we're going to load from another previous save. So we are going to load from save number 8, and this will put us right here. I think this is the middle of the Ruka storyline, so make sure you fast forward until you get a text from Daru, and that won't be until you and Ruka head out onto the street at night. Alright, once you get a text from Daru, close your phone without reading it, and then you want to make a save. So make the save, and then save it in slot 1, so you want to overwrite your previous save. And then what you want to do is you want to exit. As soon as you get back to here, make sure you hit X to bring up the phone, and then read the message. Make sure you don't accidentally hit right bumper to fast forward, or else you will skip past this part. Respond using the first response, and then close the phone, and now you can fast forward. And then you want to fast forward until you get another text from Daru, which should be right here at the shrine. There's going to be one response in here. Make sure you respond to it. And as soon as you respond to it, what you want to do is you want to make sure you hit start and then quick save, and then you want to load, and then you want to load from that save we just made in slot number 1. And as soon as you do this, do not hit right bumper to fast forward, or else you will skip this like I've done so many times. Instead, hit the X button to bring up the phone, and this time you want to pick the second response, so the one on the right. And then as soon as you do this, just send it off and then continue fast forwarding. So this one's a little bit complicated. Once we get to the shrine, you're going to get a text message with an attachment. Make sure you open it up. You should get the characters from Bloodsoon, Sarah, and her sidekick. Then you want to quick save, and then you want to load up another previous save. This time we are going to load up save number 6. And as soon as you do this, you want to do the same thing. You want to fast forward to the first text message you get from Daru. Then close the phone and then make a save and then answer the text message. So this text you can skip right here, so make sure you keep fast forwarding, and Daru's text would be right here. As soon as you get that, close the phone, hit start, and then save in slot number 1. Slot number 1 is basically our rewritable save file, so make sure you do that, and then bring up the phone, open up the text, and this one you want to pick the first response, so make sure you do that, send it off, and then continue fast forwarding. And now we are going through a whole new conversation tree. So keep fast forwarding until you get another text from Daru. This one only has one choice, so make sure you pick that. And then keep fast forwarding, and then you get another text once you're in the maid cafe. Send the one and only response in that text, and then you want to make a quick save and then load from the save we just made in slot number 1. So do that. Once again, don't fast forward right away. Instead, hit X, bring up the phone, and then answer the text from Daru. This time you want to pick the second choice, and then send that off to start a new conversation tree, and then keep fast forwarding until you get another text from Daru. Pretty simple stuff, but very easy to mess up if you get too fast forward trigger happy. So answer that text message, only one response, and then you should get a text right here in the cafe. Open that up, and you should get the achievement right here for 10 gamer score. That's for answering all of Daru's texts in the game and reading all of his texts. Then what you want to do is you want to make sure you quick save, and then what you want to do is return a title, and then make sure you system save by picking all of the left options. And that's it for this part. Don't forget to check back soon for part 3, and that's it.